Yoga with Angela. In today's practice we're going to be focusing on revitalising and recharging. So when you're ready, make yourself comfortable on your mat. Lying down on your back. If you find that lying down on your back is too uncomfortable for your lower back, feel free to use a bolster or a cushion or a pillow to support you under the knees. And let the heels be wide. Let the toes fall out to the sides of your body, the arms out to your sides. We call this Shavasana pose, which translates to corpse pose. And the idea of this is that you're absolutely not using any effort at all to be here. So just let your body settle. Take a few minutes here to wiggle so that you can get as comfortable as you can. And in your own time, softening the eyes, closing the eyes. And become aware of the sounds around you. Noticing what you can hear outside of the room. What you can hear inside of the room. And keeping your eyes closed, imagine in your mind's eye, or visualize in your mind's eye, the four walls around you. The ceiling, the floor, your mat on the floor, your body on the mat. Become aware of the whole body. And the sensation of the meeting points where your body makes contact with the mat. Back of the head, shoulder blades, back of the arms, buttocks, calves and heels. Now become aware of sensations inside your body. Noticing sensations of comfort or discomfort. Noticing sensations of warmth or cool. And slowly become aware of your breath. Just noticing where you feel the movement of the breath in you. Observing here without judgment, just noticing the quality of the breath, the rhythm of the breath. With each exhale, inviting the body to soften and relax just a little more. Allow your muscles through the face to soften and relax. The shoulders to draw down towards the earth. Hands soft and open. The whole body, softening, relaxing. As we continue to focus on the breath, releasing, letting go with each exhale. Letting go of the day that's just been, of the rest of the day that hasn't happened yet. Bringing our full awareness to the here and now. And in your own time, slowly make your way to easy rest position. If you have a bolster or a pillow underneath you, move very, very slowly and intentionally, without force, without jolting the body, without straining. Roll it away from you. And then bringing the soles of the feet to the floor, heels coming close towards the buttocks, at about hip distance apart, knees pointing up to the ceiling. And just noticing how your body changes posture here as we bring the feet, the soles of the feet to the floor. And then softening the hands onto your tummy, your chest, wherever it feels comfortable for you here. And just feeling the rise and fall of the breath. Notice if you feel the rise coming from the tummy, or if you feel the rise coming from the chest. And on your next inhale, bring your left arm, it'll be my right, your left, bring your left arm out to the side as you follow the hand over with your gaze. Inhale as you open, and exhale as you soften the hand back to center. Head comes back to look up towards the ceiling. Inhale, right arm moves out to the side, following the hand with the gaze. And exhale, come back to center. Inhale, left arm moves out to the side. Exhale, back to center. Inhale, to the right. Exhale, back to center. This time as the left arm reaches out to the side, follow the hand with the gaze, where we're going to let the right knee draw down towards the floor. Be mindful here not to let the sit bone come up on the opposite side so that you keep the pelvis square to your mat. Both sit bones to your mat. And then slowly draw the knee back up towards, pointing towards the ceiling, and the hand back to your chest, to your tummy. Inhale, right arm reaches out, left knee draws down. And exhale, coming back to center. Just following the rhythm of your own breath here, repeating a few more times. Inhale as you open out. Exhale as you soften back in. Noticing what you can feel and where you can feel it. Making this your last one now. And bring the hands back out to your side, palms down, and tuck the hands close into your body. Realign the feet again if you need to, so that you can bring the heels closer to your bottom. at a comfortable distance here. And just noticing the breath again. Allow the breath move all the way down to the base of the lungs so that when you inhale, you can feel the tummy rise. And as the tummy rises here, let the pelvis roll forward so that the pubic bone moves down towards the feet, arching through the lower back. And then as you exhale, let the belly button draw back down again. Flatten the lower back down to the floor. Inhale, belly rises, lower back arches, away from the floor. Exhale, belly falls back down again as the lower back flattens to the floor. Inhale, arch. Exhale, flatten. And as you flatten your lower back towards the floor, let the pubic bone move towards your chest so the pelvis rocks back. Gently pressing the lower back down into the floor. Inhale, roll the pelvis forward, pubic bone towards the feet, lower back arches. And exhale, flatten flatten the lower back into the floor, gently pressing the lower back down. Now hold it here. And on your next inhale, imagine that you're tucking the tailbone between the legs and raising your tailbone up towards the sky so that your buttocks begin to lift away from the floor. Pushing down into the floor with your feet as you slowly bring the buttocks up, coming up into bridge, and then slowly lowering down, one vertebra at a time, coming down nice and slow. And then inhale, roll the pelvis forward, arch through the lower back. Exhale, flatten the lower back, roll the pelvis back. Inhale, lift into bridge. Maybe coming up a little higher now. Now, if you do have a pillow under your head, please move that out of the way so that you're not congesting through the neck as we start to come up. And exhale, one vertebra at a time. Coming back down, buttocks come down last. And one more time, inhale, roll the pelvis forward, arch through the lower back. Exhale, rolling the pelvis back, gently pressing the lower back into the floor. And then inhale, lifting up, lifting the buttocks up into bridge. Notice here if you can come up just a little higher again. And slowly coming back down. Now we're going to bring our hands behind our head, interlace the fingers behind your head. This is too strong for your shoulders. You may just want to support your head at the temples, at the sides of your head. So just find what feels comfortable for you and aim to have your elbows pointing up to the ceiling. And on the inhale, we're going to let the elbows draw down towards the floor. And then exhale, bring the elbows back up towards the ceiling. Inhale, elbows draw down towards the floor. And the knees now also draw down towards the floor. Opening up into butterfly or flower. And then Slowly coming back up, knees come back up, elbows come back up. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, coming back to centre. If this feels okay, you may want to just gently lift the head up a little here as we exhale. And then soften back down again. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, coming back. And lifting the head, maybe also lifting the shoulders a little. And slowly coming back down. Make sure that your movements are slow and intentional. Inhale, opening up. And exhale, coming back, lifting through the head, maybe the shoulders. And if that feels okay, drawing your right knee in towards your chest. And slowly unwinding, bringing the foot down, shoulders down, head down, and opening up again into flower. And exhale. Coming back up again. Leg lifts, shoulders lift, and the opposite knee comes in. And slowly unwinding. Inhale, open, and repeating again, following the rhythm of your own breath, alternating knees. Exhale as you curl in. Inhale as you soften back down and open up again. And when you've completed the cycle here, so you've done both legs the same amount, slowly come back to easy rest. We're going to hug one knee in towards our chest, so we'll bring our our right knee in. You can support the leg from behind or in front. If this is too strong for you, you may want to use a tie or a strap, so you can just gently ease the knee in towards your chest. And then on the inhale, we're just going to soften it out, and then exhale, just easing it back in towards the chest. And the right leg's going to stretch out in front, reaching out through the heel. I'm going to keep that right knee tucked in, the left leg stretched out. And then on the inhale, going to slide the heel up towards the buttocks, and then reach the left foot up towards the ceiling. And then come back down again and slide the foot back through. Stretch the leg out. One more time. Slide the heel back towards the hips. Lift the knee, lift the foot, and reach the foot up towards the ceiling as if you're trying to hold the ceiling up. Now, if that felt okay, you may want to keep the leg straight now or repeat what we just did. If you want to keep the leg straight now, slowly bring the whole leg down without bending through the knee. And then inhale as you bring the leg back up again. Both knees bent now, swapping side. We're going to bring the right foot down to the floor, hugging the left knee in. Inhale, soften it forward a little, and exhale, bring it in towards your chest. Without force, we're just easing it in. Inhale, softening it out forward, and exhale, easing it in. And then keeping this knee tucked in towards the chest and sliding your right heel onto the mat, stretching out through the right leg. And then sliding the heel back again, bend the knee. And straighten the leg up, foot towards the ceiling. Holding the ceiling up with this leg now. And then bend the knee. Lower the foot down as you slide through the heel again, stretching the leg out. And bend the knee. Reaching the foot up towards the ceiling. And if it feels okay on this side and you want to keep the leg straight, go ahead now as you slowly lower the leg down without bending the knee. Otherwise, just repeating again with the knee bending. Just really noticing what you feel and where you're feeling it. And then both knees in towards your chest. Just slowly lowering the feet back down again. And then making your way onto one side. Take your time here, make the movement slow and intentional. And using the top hand here so that we can push up. Come up to sitting and then come on to all fours. We want to align our wrists under our shoulders and our knees under our hips, coming into tabletop. Now if you have a problem with your knees, make sure you use a blanket underneath or pillows to support your knees. Going to move into cat-cow stretches here. So on the inhale, tailbone reaches up, chin lifts up a little here. Notice that the lower back now is arching down towards the floor. And then on the exhale, we're going to gently squeeze the belly button in towards the spine, tuck the tailbone between the legs and soften the chin down. Push away from the mat with your hands so that you can reach those shoulder blades up towards the sky. Inhale, tailbone up, chin up. And exhale, tailbone between the legs. Chin softens down. Pushing away from the mat, reach the shoulder blades up towards the ceiling. One more time, following the rhythm of your own breath. Inhale as you look up. Again, be careful here with your neck that you're not cranking through the neck. Just keep the movement soft and gentle. And exhale. Now we're going to reach our tailbone, our buttocks back towards the heel. And walk the arms forward into extended child's pose. Lift the palms up, anchor down with your fingertips into the mat. And then imagine you're trying to pull the mat in towards you with your fingertips. Slowly, slowly come back up. Keep the hands in the position that they're in. Now if you've got a problem with your wrists, you can roll your mat so that you can rest the ball of your palms on the roll. Or you might want to be able to use blocks here or cushions so that you can bring your hands on there. So keeping the arms extended out in front, we're going to bring our shoulders over the wrists and lift our feet up, coming into a half plank. Notice here if you're collapsing through the belly. Keep the belly firm so that you're gently squeezing that belly button in towards the spine. And then slowly come back into extended child's pose. Keep the arms outstretched in front. Buttocks towards the heels. And take a breath here. And slowly come back up onto all fours. We're going to bring our right foot forward into low lunge. Just taking a breath or two here. And slowly floating the arms forward and up as you reach the arms up. And softening back down again. If it's too low for you to reach here, again use your blocks so that you can bring a bit of height to you. So that when you are in this posture here, you're not stooping and trying to get to the floor, you're not congesting through your heart space. You want to have your heart space open. And then tuck the back toes, lift through the back knee into runner's lunge. Then we're going to draw the buttocks backwards and straighten the front knee, and slowly coming into pyramid pose. Now bend the front knee again, come back into runner's lunge, bend the back knee down, and slowly come up. Lift and lengthen, reaching the arms up. And back down. Tuck the back toes, lift the back knee, and slowly make your way into pyramid pose as you straighten through the front knee. And slowly come back down again. Now keep your left hand where it is and reach the right arm up. Take it up as high as your body will allow. And pause here for a breath or two. And slowly float the arm back down. Tuck the back toes under, come up into runner's lunge again. And we're going to take that front leg back into downward dog. Bend the knees as much as you need to here. I'm just going to lift one heel and then the other as we walk the dog. And then float both knees back down again, back to tabletop. And take your left leg forward now. So we'll repeat the same on this side. Inhale as you reach the arms forward and up. And exhale, softening back down. Tuck the back toes under. Lift the back knee, come into runner's lunge. And then straighten the front knee. Take the buttocks back as you start to move into pyramid pose. Soften back down again. Inhale as you reach up. And exhale. Move at your own pace. Follow the rhythm of your own breath. You don't need to keep up with me. But be mindful not to be racing ahead through this. Our movements are slow and mindful and intentional. One more time. And from low lunge here, keep your keep your right hand where it is as we reach the left arm up. Inhale, reaching up. And then slowly come back down. Tuck the back toes under, lift the back knee, and come into downward dog again. You can either walk the dog here, or just rest in the posture. Keep the knees as bent as I need to here, to maintain that length through the spine. And slowly walk the feet to the hands, or the hands to the feet. Come into forward fold. And then walk the hands along the front of the legs as you slowly unfurl one vertebra at a time. And come into mountain pose, Tadasana. Anchor down through the feet. Feel the weight of your body through your feet. Notice if you're standing heavier on one leg or one foot than the other. If you're carrying your weight even through the front and the back of your feet. And feel the weight of your body through both legs. Notice how you're holding your pelvis, your spine, your shoulders. And notice the breath. Just feeling and sensing the breath moving in you. And then slowly open the eyes and make your way around so that you're facing the side edge of your mat. And take a step out, come into a wide stance. Toes are pointing forward or in a little bit here. I'm going to pivot on our left heel now and bring the toes to face the front edge of the mat. Bend the front knee. And just notice that knee aligns the centre over the foot. And as we bend the front knee, notice if there's a tendency to lean forward over that leg. Can you keep the shoulders centre over your hips? And then reaching the arms out, gazing over the front middle finger into Warrior Two. Just pause here for a couple of breaths and notice what you feel and where you feel it. Now turn your palms up, and as we inhale, we're going to reach up and straighten the front knee. Maybe look towards your hands, depends on your balance here. And exhale. Come back. Now if you find that this posture is causing you to wobble too much, you might be standing on a tightrope. So just widen the stance a little if you need to, so that you're on railway tracks rather than a tightrope. Explore what's going to give you the most sense of balance here. And then palms up, inhale, reaching up, straighten the front leg. And exhale. Inhale, reaching up. And exhale. Now we're going to float the right hand all the way down to rest on the back of the leg. And the left arm's going to reach up as we move into Reverse Warrior. Pause here for a breath or two. Refine the posture. Notice the breath. And slowly come back to warrior two. Palms together in front of the heart, straighten the front leg, pivot on your heel, toes facing towards each other here. Let the hands now rest to the sides or the front of your legs as you fold from the hips. So we're not going to curl from the waist, we're going to fold forward from the hips. Let your heart be open as you bring the heart down towards the floor. The torso moves down. And come into a half forward fold. Notice what's happening with the core. If you're just letting the tummy hang heavy, gently squeeze the belly button in towards the spine so that you're hugging your pelvis, the top half of your body to the lower half of your body. And don't let the head collapse here. Keep the head in line with the rest of your spine. Taking a breath here. And slowly, slowly coming up again. Now we're going to pivot on our right heel and the toes are going to face the top edge of the mat here. Notice your balance. You may need to widen the stance a little bit here. Explore what you need to do so that you can have a strong sense of balance in this posture. And so the back toes are pointing in and the front toes are pointing forward. Bend the front knee, check that the knee aligns centre over the foot. If your knee is collapsing into the front, you're going to cause a lot more problems through your ankle and your knee. So bring the knee centre over the foot. Stretch the arms out and breathe. Gazing over the front middle finger, notice what you're feeling, where you're feeling it. Let your body be even through the front foot and back foot. If you're leaning towards the front foot, slowly bring your way up again. Let the weight be even, front and back. And then inhale, palms up as you reach the arms up, straighten the front knee, and exhale. Inhale, reach up. If the shoulders don't allow this, well then just bring the palms together in front, and then opening back up, warrior two, Revitalise two. Inhale, reaching up. Maybe a little higher each time, maybe not. Listen to what your body says. And pause. Palms together in front of the heart. Straighten the front knee and pivot through the feet. Through the heels, sorry. Hands in front and forward fold. Half forward fold. Aiming to have the back parallel. Keep the core gently engaged. Squeeze that belly button into the spine, towards the spine. And exhale, slowly come down as far as your body allows. And then slowly, slowly come back up again. Walk the feet in. And come to the front edge of your mat. Aligning through mountain pose again. Just checking the weight through your feet and the sensation of this posture. On the inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward fold. So bend the knees as much as you need to. Fold from the hips. Hands to the floor. And taking one foot back at a time as you come into downward dog. Then lowering the knees down. And come into child's pose. Extended child's pose with the arms reached out in front. Now bring your forearms to the floor. Just find a comfortable posture here so that you can bring the forearms to the floor. And then walk them forward as you walk your way onto your belly. And then slowly walk your way back up again. And one more time. Keep the core engaged here so that as you come down, you're not going to flop down heavy onto your mat. And pause. Slowly come back up to tabletop. And bring the legs forward. Bring them nice and wide. Or as wide as your body will allow. Anchor down through the heels and press the back of the legs into your mat. Lift and lengthen through the spine. Hands in front of your heart. We're going to align our torso over the right leg, hands onto the leg as we sweep the hands forward and fold down over the leg. Try and keep your spine nice and neutral so that as you come down you're not slouching down. We want to keep the spine in neutral position. We're not curling through, we're not rolling over the leg, we're folding from the hips. And just notice how far down our body allows us to come. Keep the head in neutral as well so you're not collapsing through the head. Just notice here with each exhale if you can come down just a little further. And slowly walk your hands on your leg or on the ground as you come back up. Hands in front of the heart again. And aligning over the left leg now. And sliding the hands as we fold from the hips. Slowly coming down. And just stop when you feel the stretch and your body saying don't go any further. Stop there. Don't force. And just hold it there as you breathe. Perhaps even invite the breath or visualize the breath into the area that you feel stretched. Into the stretch. And then inviting the muscle here to soften and relax with each exhale. Notice if you can come down a little with each exhale. Feel the breath moving in you. And slowly make your way up again. And then shake the legs. Shake, shake, shake. And shake them back to center. And make your way onto your back again. You're going to come into Shavasana again. So bring whatever props you need to make yourself comfortable. Have them on standby actually, because before we go into full Shavasana pose, we're going to come back into easy rest with the knees bent and the soles of the feet to the floor. We're going to walk our feet to the outer edge of the mat. Arms out to the sides. then slowly bringing the knees down to one side as we look across to the other side. Inhale, float the knees back up again. Bring the head back up to look at the ceiling. And then exhale, float the knees to the other side as your head tilts to look in the opposite direction. Inhale to float the knees up, head comes back. And exhale, opposite direction to each other. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale. And come back to easy rest. Bring one knee in towards the chest, holding with each hand or using your strap. And making circles here, massaging through the lower back. And then take your time here to make your way into Shavasana. Use whatever props you need so that you are comfortable. You might want to use a bolster under your knees, a pillow under your head, maybe a blanket over your body so that you don't cool down too much. Let the whole body settle into the mat. Slowly become aware of the breath again. Just noticing the quality of the breath, the rhythm of the breath. Feeling the flow of each inhale from its beginning to its end. The flow of each exhale from its beginning to its end. Noticing where you can feel the breath moving in you. You might want to imagine each inhale breathing in a colour. And the colour symbolising the life force energy that comes with the breath. And as you breathe in this colour, visualising spreading through the whole body. Igniting each cell through the whole body with its life force energy. And then with each exhale, releasing, letting go. Letting go of any remaining tension. Letting go of anything that no longer serves you well. Feeling and sensing or visualizing the life force of the breath spreading through the whole body, igniting every cell through the whole body. you, the sounds around you, the light filtering in through closed eyes. Allow movement to return to the body, let the fingers and toes wiggle. Maybe take a stretch. And slowly make your way onto one side. Bending one knee at a time. Before you roll over, just pause here on your side for a breath or two. And slowly, slowly open the eyes. Use the top hand here to push up into sitting. Thank you for joining me today. Namaste.